What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome to the Sooner Surge for, a softball edition as the Sooners have begun their quest for a fifth title as Fall Battle Series is now here. Sooners play tonight at Loves Field. It was on SEC Network Plus if you didn't check it out. But great game, 4-4. It ends in with Sydney Sanders, one of the oldest on the team, hitting a two-run bomb in the seventh inning off Audrey Lowry, one of the youngest members of the Sooner softball team. This game had a lot of exciting plays that happened, and we'll get right to it. But before we do, make sure you check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com and get your shirt of the month. Sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club or get your upside-down Longhorn hat. So many great choices there on the fanstop.com. Guys, Fall Battle Series, everyone was excited. You have a lot of new faces around this program. Young, you have older players, and then you have players like Pickering, who seems like she's been there forever, and she's just a sophomore. This game had a lot of plays on defense, a lot of big hits, timely hits from players that maybe we're not accustomed to because all of those others are gone. But I thought it was a good first outing for many guys.
Yeah, Oklahoma replacing 10 seniors from a year ago. I mean, again, phenomenal senior class and a lot of new faces for Oklahoma. The 8 freshmen from that 2024 class, the 5 transfers, you see it all. And start off with the format for this battle series, way better than last year. Last year, they were doing the 3-team stuff. It just got confusing with how the scoring was, players jumping from one team to another. This year, Team Boomer, Team Sooner, makes a lot more sense. 7 innings of softball, ends in a 4-4 tie, no extras in the battle series. But Audrey Lowry was really good up until giving up that home run to Sydney Sanders at one point, retiring 8 out of the last 9 batters with 2 strikeouts out of the bullpen for Team Boomer. So, again, very good stuff from the true freshman. But, yeah, Sydney Sanders with the home run, Nellie Mack, a 2-run shot, a lot of good softball across the board, and a lot of new faces, and what's going to be really a battle in the starting lineup for Oklahoma. Again, you have 8 spots on the roster in the starting lineup, 9 with the designated hitter or DP. So pretty much every position is up for grabs, and there's going to be a lot of competition across the board.
Yeah, you mentioned the battle series format. One thing I absolutely don't like about it, though, tie. These ladies are as competitive as all get out. I wish they would figure out a way to either you do something else to break the tie. You don't have to go extra innings, something. I don't know. I wish it couldn't end in a tie, but that's just my opinion. But you brought up Nellie Mack. I think it's weird because I don't want to say under the radar with her, but like people want to see the freshman this year, and she was a freshman last year but didn't play because of the injury. And it's almost like people aren't really talking about her a lot, but she's going to be really good and a key piece to this team. I can tell you that right now. Also, interesting seeing Cassidy Pickering in center field. And if you saw that, she almost pulled off of Jada. Jada gave her a little beef about it on Twitter, if you guys follow it on Twitter. But she almost had it on the Sydney Sanders bomb. And, I mean, maybe Sydney Sanders, this is her year to really impress offensively and be more consistent. That's the word that's what I'm looking for at Sydney Sanders is consistency. One thing I will say, anybody who watched the game, I haven't seen an outfielder with an arm of Tia Malloy in a long time at Oklahoma. She has got an absolute cannon of an arm. And you saw her throw somebody out at home there. That's a weapon. That is a weapon in right field because people will notice that and they will not challenge it. So I thought that was – and some of these freshmen, to be honest, they look like they're just the physicality of them and their build, like they look like they've been in the program for a few years. I was impressed. I was impressed.
Well, going to the Tia Malloy thing, listen, I think the most impressive thing, because we've seen Jada Coleman throw out people. We saw Riley Boone throw out some.
But it was the way she came up on the ball, too.
We've seen it happen. What I'm saying is that was a pretty hard hit ball in shallow right, and she was able to throw him out at home. I thought that was great. It's not the only defensive play. You mentioned the Pickering. Nellie Mack made a great play at third base on a bunt attempt. I think it was the first inning of the game. And then to me, there's Gabby Garcia and Abby Dayton. I think had 7 hits between them. Nothing that's going to go over the fence. I mean, they're going to get on base. I think one thing that OU's going to do more this year, I think OU's going to pinch hit more. I think OU's got a lot of hitters that they can throw in there and pinch hit. Last year, they didn't pinch hit a lot. I think that's something you may see different this year because they've got so many that are going to have high on-base percentage. Abby Dayton, I think, had 4 hits tonight. Gabby Garcia was a really big surprise. 3 hits, 2 doubles, and a single, I think it was, or maybe 1 double and 2 singles, but it was a great performance either way. Cassidy Pickering, it will be interesting, guys. I'm not sure if she's going to be the center fielder. She definitely showed she can play it. I think that's a position to watch. They're all great positions to watch because there's so many things up for grab. Monticelli looked good, I think, late in that game. But, yeah, you mentioned Audrey Lowry. She looked good. She gave up that home run to Sanders, but again, really good plays across the board.
Yeah, I would imagine that Abby Dayton ends up playing center field for Oklahoma. I'd be shocked if that wasn't the case. But, again, Pickering showing versatility. Also, again, we talked about it really all of last year leading up in the offseason of they brought in a ton of middle infielders. I mean, that is what this 2024 class was middle infielders. Tia Malloy was one of those middle infielders. She was playing some right field and making plays like that. That's why Patty Gasso recruits middle infielders. If you can play shortstop, you can play just about anywhere. They're going to figure it out there. Yes, Gabby Garcia, RBI in the first inning. Pickering with a double to score Ella Parker just on a rope. And that's off what would assume to be the ace for Oklahoma, Kirsten Deal. I mean, that was 3 really good hits in that first inning for Team Boomer in that. So, again, it's going to be interesting. It's only week 1. There's, I think, 8 fall contests between the three weeks of Battle Series, I want to say. And then I guess that would be 5 fall ball matchups. So, yeah, this fall series is going to be very interesting for Oklahoma of who kind of emerges and to kind of set up for the remainder of the offseason from fall into winter as you get ready for February and the start of the 2025 campaign.
Yeah, hey, and you mentioned Kirsten Deal. From what I've seen just on social media posts and stuff, I think she's kind of taken a step up in leadership. I just, from what I've seen from players, which is exciting to see, 3rd year in the program. But here's a couple of hot takes. I don't know if you consider these hot takes, but from after day 1 of Battle Series and kind of what I'm thinking, okay, Nellie Mack's going to be the third baseman. I don't think there's any question about that. I think she's going to be your third baseman. Book it. Mark it down right now on October 2nd. The other one is this. Patty will not be able to keep Tia Malloy off the field and out of the lineup. I think she can play multiple positions, so you can play her in different spots. Her bat is really good. I just kind of think out of the freshmen, and there's a few freshmen. I think I haven't really talked about Sydney Barker, but there's others that could.
Katie Lee McKay had a good night.
Katie Lee McKay's another one. That's right.
But the freshmen, you can name just about any.
Cheney Hill. I mean, we go down the list.
Make an argument for them to be able to start. Obviously, that's not going to happen. Yeah.
They got so many things and so many players in there deep. But I just think Tia Malloy stands out. I think she's going to be hard to keep out of the lineup.
And the other thing is, I know Kirsten Deal's taken up a leadership role, but if she does, I mean, she had a 2-run bomb. Nellie Mack hit was off Kirsten Deal. She's going to have to earn it, is what I'm going to say, because Patty Gasso won't be afraid to throw the freshman out there whoever is going to be that ace. And again, I don't think they're necessarily going to have one. I think they're going to rotate through.
Real quick. They have to have one by the time postseason gets here. That's what they do.
I was just saying that. Through the regular season, they're not going to have one. As they get closer to postseason, they will. But it started tonight, 4-4 tie. I know you don't like the tie, Jay, but They tie there at Loves Field 4-4. They'll do it again next week, Wednesday night, same time, same place. Make sure you're subscribed to the Sooner Surge because we'll have all the content here to cover it and talk about our thoughts afterwards. Make sure you comment in the video and like this. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.